The letter was small, folded unevenly, and written in shaky handwriting. It smelled faintly of pencil shavings and classroom dust. On the front, in crooked capital letters, were the words, "Thank you." The soldier found it at the bottom of a care package sent from home. Most of the box was filled with ordinary things: socks, snacks, soap, the kind of items that reminded men of a life they no longer lived. But the letter stopped him. His name was Daniel. He had been in the war for almost a year, long enough for hope to feel like a dangerous thing. Long enough for nights to stretch endlessly, filled with gunfire, fear, and the quiet thought that tomorrow might never come. He unfolded the letter slowly. "Dear soldier, my teacher says you protect people you don't even know. I don't know your name, but I want to say thank you. My mom says because of people like you, I can sleep safely at night. I hope you come home soon. My name is Samuel. I am 8 years old." That was all. Daniel read it again. Then again. He didn't know why his chest felt tight or why his eyes burned. In a place where death felt random and constant, those words felt deliberate. Chosen. Personal. He folded the letter carefully and slipped it into the pocket of his uniform. From that day on, the letter went everywhere with him. When explosions shook the ground and fear crawled up his spine, he touched his pocket and remembered the boy who believed in him. When exhaustion made him want to sit down and not get back up, he thought of an 8-year-old who slept peacefully, trusting that someone else would stay awake and stand guard. Weeks turned into months. The fighting grew worse. Daniel lost friends. He saw things he would never be able to forget. More than once, he thought the letter might be the last thing found on him if he didn't make it home. One night, during a heavy attack, his unit was pinned down. Bullets cracked through the air. The sky burned orange. Fear was no longer a feeling, it was a weight pressing on his chest. Daniel lay flat against the dirt, heart pounding, certain this was the end. His hand went to his pocket. He pulled out the folded paper, now worn soft at the edges. "I hope you come home soon." Something shifted inside him. Not bravery, something quieter, stronger. A reason. He moved when the moment came. Crawled when he needed to crawl. Ran when it was time to run. He survived that night. Many didn't. When the war finally ended and Daniel returned home, he wasn't the same man who had left. The noise stayed in his head. Sleep didn't come easily. Crowds felt overwhelming. But the letter stayed with him, taped above his bed, a reminder that at least once, he had mattered to someone. Years passed. One afternoon, Daniel was invited to speak at a small school assembly. He almost said no. But something told him to go. He stood in front of rows of children, their faces curious, unaware of how heavy the world could be. He talked about service. About fear. About holding on to hope when everything else is stripped away. At the end, he pulled out a folded piece of paper. "This letter," he said, voice unsteady, "saved my life." The room was silent. From the front row, a boy slowly raised his hand. He was taller now. Older. But his eyes were the same. "My name is Samuel," the boy said softly. I think I wrote that letter." Daniel felt the air leave his lungs. For a moment, neither of them moved. Then Daniel stepped forward and knelt, pulling the boy into an embrace that shook with years of unspoken gratitude. A simple thank you note, written by a child who never expected anything back, had crossed the battlefield, survived the war, and carried a man home. Sometimes, the smallest words carry the heaviest hope.